let's move on to the front page of the Daily Mail, Cressida. What have they gone with?
Well, we've got Penny Lancaster there. She's enjoying Happy Valley's no-nonsense cop. But the main story is Labour's woman problem.
OK, explain to me.
Well, I don't know if you've seen the clip, but Rosie Duffield dramatically declared that the opposition has a woman problem and admitted she would struggle to tell voters that it was not sexist.
So this is that they were having the debate in Parliament over Scotland's gender reform bill,
yes.
And whenever women were making the case that their single-sex spaces are important for women's rights, some men in the Labour Party were jeering at them or shouting them down, actually, and behaving quite badly. I mean, this guy, Lloyd Russell Moyle, was particularly grotesque.
He went puce. Yeah, I don't know. Well, yes. Yeah, I mean, he was absolutely furious. And, of course, she's making the point that this reminds her of being in an abusive relationship.
Yes.
Because he failed to control his passion. So the argument is that she's made him lose her temper, and she's saying, this makes me feel like I'm back in an abusive relationship. So it's the old,
look what you made me do kind of thing that abusers say. But she's got a point, because, you know, it's not that long ago that she couldn't go to the Labour Party conference because of threats to her. And the thing about this is there has been nothing but silence from the higher echelons of the Labour Party. And surely, when a member of the party, a prominent female politician, is being threatened, Starmer should be saying, no, that is not acceptable.
Absolutely.
And similarly in Parliament, Nick, this is outrageous behaviour for parliamentarians. It's like a bunch of teenagers have sort of gone into the House of Commons and they're suddenly taking over.
It's grotesque, and it's actually even worse than you said, because what this Russell Moyle idiot did, he actually moved across the chamber to sit deliberately near her, to sort of stare at her. I'm not sure if he did that with her or Miriam Cates or both. But, you know, he was having to go at Miriam Cates as well. So it was totally appalling. Yeah, and he said, I failed to control my passions, which was a pathetic excuse. Starmer's done nothing about it. She's written this brilliant piece in Unheard. She's had no support from the Labour Party. And it's all started, let's remember, with Rosie Duffield, which she covers in the piece, from liking a tweet where it described an individual with a cervix, and Piers Morgan said, do you mean a woman? And she merely liked the tweet, and then it all kicked off, and Owen Jones had to denounce her, and all these idiots in the Labour Party. They hate women. They just care about ideology. They claim to care about women, but they obviously don't.
It's particularly striking, isn't it, with Rosie Duffield, who is so, unfailingly polite and courteous in the way she expresses herself, so rational, is not provocative, is not a provocateur. The way that they're painting her is completely outrageous, you know. And you can't get away with it with someone as strong and obviously compassionate as Rosie Duffield, because it makes the critics look stupid, right?
Well, under what circumstances could you have a debate? I mean, if this isn't up for debate, let's not have a debate.
Doesn't that trouble you a great deal? I mean, we're talking about women's rights here, you know, and the fact that there are certain members of the Labour Party saying, no, what we need to do is just have a shouting match or throw out slogans rather than thought, you know, this is... and yet Labour will win next time, and this is going to escalate, right?
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
And by the way, I'm meant to sit here. I haven't moved over just to intimidate Cressida. This is how it works on this show.
Intimidate me, darling.
I don't think you will, Nick.